Either way, a shot at London still hangs in the balance depending on how the rest of the weekend goes. Let's get it on.
No excuses. Time to put up or shut up. Season on the line. And for these teams, a little bit of help needed here. But you got to get this part out of the way first. Win your match before you can start thinking about that later match. Of course, a lot of eyes on OG SSG later on today. But Rebellion playing phenomenal over the course of this weekend. And you have, again, Luminosity even in playing close to some of the top Titans. This is the best they've looked in a while. So far, the opener here, a little bit of change of possession left and right, a couple of shots on, and a little bit of that physicality as we see 2Piece get a pass from Parth, and he nails the shot.
Kind of an anomalous run through the Swiss, and this kind of counters all of that. They gave up the most shots of anybody. They made the most saves out of anybody. Normally, you have those numbers, and you think, okay, that team is going to struggle. No, they go 3-0, and they're off to a hot start here. A brilliant pass, perfect placement, the shot even better, and Shopify Rebellion strikes first here in game one. 2Piece waiting for this drop-off from Parth. Cheese read it well, and now here goes Reynolds. He's got Cheese up to his right. He'll bring it down. Cheese running forward as well. Magic Bear to clean it up. No, it's cleared away as Parth was there as well. Now 2Piece running forward solo. Nothing in the tank. No problem as he just dances through the defense.
And he's elevating from yesterday as well. Look at this good control from 2Piece, recognizing the defense. Cheese expecting to play high. He plays the light touch just for the 50. Cheese last back there, has to be able to buy a little bit more time. Now Luminosity, they struggled on defense yesterday, and the way Rebellion's offense has been looking, they have been in form, even against a team like Space Station Gaming. So for Luminosity, they're going to have to pick things up here on the back end. Otherwise, we could see this trend happen all series long.
Talk about Space Station Gaming, the tough luck loser of the first half of the season where they would run into a Gen G or G2 all the time. That's been the case for Shopify Rebellion as well. They're 1-3 in the playoffs. They've been swept 3 times by either Gen G or G2. That one win came against M80 because, of course, they were fortunate enough to play M80 in the playoffs. As Parth now will bring it up and around, and Shopify Rebellion looking a lot more comfortable against this Luminosity squad. Reynolds having to make a save on the goal line. Follow-up hits the crossbar. It's a free shot from 2Piece he'd love to have back.
Yeah, that should have been a goal there. I mean, the way Luminosity are giving them too much space. And even though we see little signs of life in the offense, they're able to get the bumps in. Rebellion's defense really struggles the most if you can play a little bit faster, get to the ball quicker. When you give them time to set up their offense down in the midfield, especially when your defense is spaced out, they can take advantage of it time and time again. Again, 2Piece had an open look. Rebellion are continuing to keep the ball on the blue half, and it's just been all Rebellion all game one. Justin right under the crossbar makes it a 3-goal game.
Justin trying to lead this Rebellion squad through all their peaks and valleys, and there have been plenty of valleys, but again, it comes down to matchups and the tough matchups that they've had. They didn't do themselves any favors when they missed a main event, but ever since then, they have been good enough to give themselves a shot. And could you imagine the scenes of Justin returning to the scene where the shot heard round the world in London? Here's Cheese, though, stuck in his own zone, right at Justin, over top of him. Only one to beat there, but it's 2Piece, and he's up to the task. So now Parth around Reynolds. Cheese trying to catch up to 2Piece. 2Piece there, and Cheese puts on the brakes and intercepts the pass.
There's good awareness here, too. Reynolds got a bump on Justin. Justin didn't have any boost, so he can't keep this play in. They're still keeping the ball alive, though. Rebellion are holding on possession really well. Look at the positioning, too. If 2Piece got that double mid, it could have worked great. Justin was pushed too far forward, though, so he has to go back. And for LG, you got to be able to take advantage of these moments where you get counterattack opportunities. That's where Rebellion's defense is the weakest. And if they could have done it in that drive there, I mean, we could have been seeing this at least down to a 2-goal deficit.
A Rebellion team that has tended to give up a lot of opportunities has not given up much here in this opening game. Out shooting Luminosity 9-4 in this opening game. Parth trying to get around Reynolds, and it's left for Justin. Not many bodies forward for LG, and one less on the field with Cheese deleted. And Parth waiting for a midfield boost that doesn't spawn, no problem. He'll still lob it high, and 2Piece couldn't grab that boost either. Runs into Justin. That could cause some trouble for Rebellion. Magic Bear up high, but nobody can follow this. Oh, 2Piece taken out of play. Didn't look like anybody could follow it up, but when you knock the one defender off into the next map, you give yourself a chance.
You said one, but two. Reynolds got the demo on the defender in the back end, and then the other bump came through. Luminosity, you said it when you saw the double commit sacks. When they got that opportunity, they're like a panther waiting to pounce, and they pounce right on the defense there. Need to see more of that from them. They're still down by 2, and with a minute left, they're really going to have to fight to bring this game back in because Rebellion just started off early game so strong.
Biggest problem for Luminosity, trailing by multiple goals at the start, as they get a good passing play going downfield. Magic Bear running forward, and the shot well wide, and no follow-up out of LG. A real missed opportunity there. They'll try and cash in still with another clearance out of Justin, going right to Reynolds. Through the corner, can he get this central? He sure can, but it's blown away by Two-Piece. Nobody else is home. Justin sends it forward. Parth doesn't steal it, and Shopify Rebellion take the lead.
They went all in on that play. Cheese dives in there. And I get it. You're down by 2. It's a minute left. You were hitting that 50-second mark. You got to go for something. So I don't blame them for going for that play. But again, not able to execute. That's been the biggest thing for Luminosity so far in game 1. They have the ideas. They're even able to connect on some of the bumps, but they're too spaced out. And that spacing is saving Rebellion on some of these plays where their defense may look uncomfortable. And look at how they take advantage of it on the offense. It's going to be a hat trick from Two-Piece. Justin will get the assist along with the demo to open up the net.
Now it's just talk about go next. Had the stats. Anybody who had Two-Piece in the contest earlier? They're gonna be very happy with that. Of course he did. So hey, you know the problem with Luminosity giving up these early goals is, of course, now you need kickoffs, several, to get back into it, and that's been their maybe biggest weak point the entire season.
At this point, they got to look at game 2.
Yeah.
Like the way this one is gone, they've given up too much to Rebellion. They have to understand at this point, okay, we know now that we can't give them that midfield for free, and we've got to be able to tighten it up. And it's going to be a challenge because Rebellion are playing really fast, but this ball is going to hit the ground. Game 1, 5-1 scoreline. Rebellion started early on the line. We're loading up game 2 on Forbidden Temple. Here we go.
All hands on deck for both of these squads. Of course, again, everything comes down to this weekend for teams trying to play their way into London and eventually, perhaps, the World Championship in Fort Worth. As Magic Bear will bail out here, Cheese is forced to try and make a play in retreat from midfield. All he can do is slow down Rebellion, and we're off and running as Magic Bear looking in the direction of Reynolds. He can't go up to that ball. He's hesitated a few times, and Shopify Rebellion have punished him for it. Trying to bring that off to the side. Two-Piece is still swarming around. Justin will give it a look, and he's got a full tank of boost to control this. Reynolds taking his time, knowing exactly how dangerous Justin can be. 2 players, 2 veterans, trying to lead lesser experienced players to the promised land.
Yeah, if there's anyone who can, it's those 2. That game knowledge comes into play big time. Understanding how to handle these pressure situations is something that both of them can do best. So they're going to be key players to watch in this particular matchup. So far, a lot more change of pace here on the side of Luminosity. Notice how they play around the midfield. They're able to not only get these bumps to slow down the offense from Rebellion, but also they're not afraid to get some of these challenges. Even if they're late, even if they're low boost, they're trying to make sure that Rebellion, when they move upfield, they got to work for their opportunities.
One of the more exciting young talents, Cheese, there, letting that ball go away as Reynolds sends it way downfield. He'll be way at the back now, will Cheese. And he may be called on defensively in just a moment with Justin trying to work from his own back wall. And Cheese bringing it forward. Two-Piece right there. That drops right down to Magic Bear. Net's open for a moment, but Justin strafes across. And Shopify Rebellion will break out. Low-scoring first half of game 2. Two-Piece looking maybe for Parth. Slammed it against the back wall again. Parth taking his time. Out in front again. And Justin scores.
This is systematic destruction. They sent Parth up so early on the play to look for demos to zone people out, but then Justin got involved as well, getting the demos in the back end. Once you saw Parth go upfield, you knew that Rebellion was going all in on this counterattack. They're waiting for Luminosity to push upfield so they can hit them hard on the back end. They're rotating back, they're getting bumped and demoed out the play, and they just can't handle all of that pressure coming out from Rebellion.
Well, that physical play that is suddenly become the whole Luminosity will yield a goal. It hadn't done much in this series, but Cheese is able to walk this into an empty net thanks to the demo by who else but Reynolds.
Yep, and it's good on Reynolds because Reynolds is starting to recognize exactly what they're doing. Even when Rebellion is sending that guy up front, they're playing super aggressive in front of the midfield line. So, of course, it's going to lead to some open net opportunities. He has been connecting. We saw it connect in game 1. Now, big demo for him in game 2. Got to get a stop here. And he does stop Two-Piece before Two-Piece can score off that kickoff.
Parth trying to jackhammer that down into the ground. Two-Piece could steal the corner boost if he wants, and he eventually will, but unfortunately for Shopify Rebellion, they're getting caught too far up, and Magic Bear will score on the empty net.
Yeah, again, another one, Parth pushing far up. He's expecting Justin to play that challenge, and now, even though it's a tied game, we're halfway through the game, you don't need to be that far forward. You see him get caught out, Magic Bear banks a goal, and now we're seeing Luminosity adjust, which is exactly what you want to see in this matchup. It could have gone Rebellion's way all the way through, but it's good for Luminosity showing their fight.
I think the biggest difference for Rebellion through this particular event in the Swiss stage, yes, they gave up a lot of shots, which they tend to do. They give up a lot of opportunities, but they were saving those shots. They weren't giving up empty nets as they have for the first couple of goals here. One of those, of course, thanks to Reynolds. That one set up by Reynolds. And Magic Bear with a dime, 3-1 LG.
It's a good pass, but I mean, this is a speed test. You see Parth kind of rotating there in the back end, has to go quick. He gets beat. Justin doesn't have boost. So again, speed test for Magic Bear. He passes with flying colors. 2 goals for the Bear here, shooting 2 for 3.
Luminosity has woken up here. Magic Bear trying to challenge Parth. It's Justin through the middle. Cheese to meet him. Oh, made him go low, and Magic Bear forced to make the save. Reynolds goes right through Two-Piece like he wasn't even there, and he may be able to pop it up for Cheese. He is on target, saved by Two-Piece.
And now Rebellion starting to struggle. You see Luminosity now feeling like they're starting to dictate the flow of the game a little bit more. They have Rebellion sending the ball in awkward spots, and they're kind of even struggling, kind of challenging the confidence of Rebellion. Just saying, we'll go for these same shots, and since you guys are playing so far forward, we're going to make you second guess your approach upfield. So now Rebellion down by 2, they have to be the ones now to take control of the game. What does it look like for them when they play from behind?
Well, Justin taking out Cheese, who they must have anticipated Reynolds was trying to hit with a pass. Now Justin lob ahead. Parth is down there. Two-Piece coming up. He's got a full tank waiting for a pass, and all he gets is Magic Bear running right through him. This will fall towards the net, easily collected by Reynolds. Luminosity getting it done offensively and defensively with physical play, and that shot's going to go through as Cheese scores, and I don't know, somebody got clipped on their way back to the net.
There may have been a chance here. Magic Bear did kind of, yeah, he did get a piece of it. Just good execution. From the moment Reynolds grabs that ball from the goal line instead of booming it away, he gets that flick high, and oh, look at this double fake kickoff where they both now have the possession and the ball in the corner. They're not letting Rebellion get anything for free. Bump in the back end. Cheese got another bump. That's kind of open for a moment. They get the pass through, but they were able to respond here. This is just great resilience to be able to come back from game 1 like Luminosity did, and then to turn it around. I mean, they just look fully confident here. 30 seconds remaining. Remember, I said Luminosity has to start looking at game 2. Boy, did they. It's just has been all them.
And now Shopify Rebellion's got to look to game 3. Oh, what a centering pass out of Reynolds.
Oh, my goodness.
Cheese a hat trick. So where it was Rebellion all over Luminosity in game 1, Luminosity has returned the favor here in the second game.
Reynolds is such an impact player. The fact that he's making big-time demos, got a couple of stops, 4 assists out of the 5 goals. The other goal was not assisted. This is just such incredible thought process out of Reynolds in this type of situation. You said it. You need a player who has been in these tough moments, and Reynolds is the perfect person for that. Luminosity looking to bounce back here. 5-1's the score line. It was that way in game 1, but the other way around, and we have got a match on our hands, ladies and gentlemen.
They're just playing around now at 0 seconds. Remember on the pre-show in our little competition, Bates had Cheese, I had Reynolds. Reynolds setting the table. 4 goals for 4. They played 22 games yesterday, so you figure 5 minutes, you ignore the overtimes, sure. There, with all the demolitions from LG during the Swiss stage yesterday, there were about 7 out of those 110 minutes that they got at least a one-man advantage with an opponent off the field thanks to the demolitions. It doesn't seem like much, but when you look at those numbers compared to everybody else, it's gigantic. Rebellion's got to contend with that now as Luminosity has awoken. Into game 3 now, Justin. Through the air, no, easily stopped by Cheese. Not a lot of boost on the side of Luminosity as Reynolds ties up Parth on the side, and Two-Piece able to stop him right at the center line.
Oh, good jump from Cheese. Parth was on him. Almost was able to connect their other play. Pass back to Magic Bear, who will push it wide, but again, the spacing. This is what that contest from midfield looks like. Where, so a lot of people, they don't really understand what's going on, but again, just these pass plays, keeping eyes on who has the boost, keeping eyes on, okay, can this person make a play on the ball? What can they do? And again, they keep sending Parth upfield here to try to zone people out. Now he's got 0, and he virtually basically can't do anything. This is going to be free for Magic Bear to take throughout the air, and Rebellion are playing a bit of a risk-reward game, even all the way down to their kickoff where they like to have that second man on an aggressive cheat. We'll see if Luminosity are privy to it. It's been a close game 3 so far.
Oh, Reynolds barely got a piece of that ball that Two-Piece was trying to set up, and now Parth's got to sprint back. It's off target, and he guides that out to the corner, but Cheese won the race to the corner boost. So Justin could be in a spot of trouble. Two-Piece has plenty, and he's got to be the one to take this from the back line, and is deflected deeper into LG territory. Low off the side, out of the corner, Justin, shot is wide.
It was close. It was really close. You can see Justin how well he's shooting. He gets these looks, and he's really improved on his shooting. I mean, we saw a couple of whiffs from him yesterday. He's making sure none of that's happening today, and he's been almost hitting the mark, but almost isn't good enough. We're still tied up.
Well, Two-Piece, second touch in the corner, needs a third to center, and Magic Bear just stones him there. So now Justin, he could maybe start to look netward here. Cheese in the way. And Magic Bear will take that away from Justin, so the veteran has to head back. Reynolds there with Magic, not happening. Cheese got to get up. He's the last line of defense. Open net for Parth.
Open net for Parth. Like you said, this is Rebellion. You're taking advantage. Double commit there. Two-Piece, no fear, especially once he sees Cheese go up. You're the last line of defense, and it's an aggressive play to try to get a touch out and keep the ball in. Two-Piece recognized that. Rebellion took advantage. They are the ones who get the first one here in game 3.
Couple of blowouts in the first couple of games. Will we see a much closer affair here in game 3? It is Shopify Rebellion that strikes first. As Reynolds up the side, met by Justin, well read. And Two-Piece has all day to line this up, looking in the direction of Parth. He's found him, perhaps. Can he get it central though? Yes, loose, Justin scores.
Oh man, Justin scores, but you got to give credit to Parth here. Look at the level of control, playing it low, keeping the ball high, gets the 50 out, just enough space for Justin to get the shot. Parth is able to bring that play together, and it's well executed from him. Again, just he's been improving time and time again this event. If Parth continues to play at this level, Rebellion can turn this one around. They're already in the lead here, looking to take the advantage, but there's a lot of time on the clock here for Luminosity to get back in.
Save your absolute best for last. Shopify Rebellion collectively has done that, and especially so for Parth. Justin, second touch to center. Magic Bear out towards Reynolds, but it's Two-Piece that brings it back in and slows down Luminosity. Cheese can only lob it away. That's a giveaway to Justin, and he's let that one get away a little bit, but here comes Parth. Second touch is, well, wide. I think he might have been surprised to see that he had a second touch with that one coming out cleanly.
That's exactly what it was, Stacks, because you have two defenders there. He doesn't know how much boost they have. He didn't know they were low, but he's expecting someone to make contact. He just wasn't ready for that play. They're up by 2, and now he's in the back end dodging Reynolds, who's trying to zone him off. Cheese is able to play it over Parth as he looked for a play to bring Luminosity back in. And now we're seeing Luminosity here on the backfield. It's a 2-goal game, but they have to make sure not to get too risky. That's the reason why they dropped the first goal. As Cheese, good touch there off the side, and Justin will send that downfield. A little bit of space here for Two-Piece. Let's see what Rebellion do.
Two-Piece bringing it down to ground as he ran out of gas. Oh, he timed up Parth, but Cheese manages to put himself between Parth and the goal. Now Magic Bear gave it away to Justin. Oh, and he missed it just high, but he can circle around on this. And Cheese can't get out as that one goes wide. Listen, they're missing the net through no help at all from Luminosity. They're getting real lucky that this is not a 3 or 4 goal game as Reynolds pops it away. Cheese will try and find Reynolds, but That pass a little too strong. He had to go chase it. And now it's 2-on-2 back the other way. Two-piece to the backboard. Cheese whipped on it. It's wide open, but nobody can get there as Reynolds just finds Magic Bear. But that's all they can do. They're scrambling just to get out of their own zone, and nobody's really hitting the ball.
They don't have boost.
Any benefit at all. Yeah, they've got no boost. They have no control. They're about to have no time left here in Game 3 as Rebellion controls in their own territory. And the final countdown about to begin here in this third game. Luminosity going to be looking up at Shopify Rebellion. We have a much closer game than the first two, but it's Rebellion in control of the series.
Big Game 3 win there for Shopify Rebellion. Just
Mental aspect, they've played so many one-goal games. There was one event, their first like 15 games were all one-goal games. They've had whole series decided by exclusively overtimes. At one point, I think they've played 30 more one-goal games or so than Rebellion has on the season, and 20 more overtimes. Rebellion doesn't fare so well in one-goal games, so keep that in mind as this series goes on and as things tighten up. We go to Game 4, though, at Utopia, and Rebellion trying to push all of that away. The numbers don't mean much if they just get dubs. Two-piece. Might have given that one away, but Parth will follow it up. It's going to be important for Luminosity, of course, to score early and not allow Rebellion to get a multi-goal lead as that one's left behind, and it sails high on the shot. Reynolds can't get on top of it either. The defense is there, and it goes back out.
Luminosity got to hit the shots.
Yeah.
You can't have those many opportunities and not everyone. I mean, Reynolds third man, they're trying to take a shot to put it on. That's understandable, but that follow-up shot's got to be good. Magic Bear now finally putting the pressure on, but the touch gets away from him, and now Luminosity got to go back and try to fight all over again. Such a good opportunity to start, but they couldn't take advantage of it.
That ball that ended up back at their own net was closer than a couple of their shots on the other side. As Magic Bear will infield pass that over to Reynolds. That's going to sail high. And no follow-up immediately. Cheese coming from the back. He's trying to get that out towards Magic Bear, and everybody crisscrosses. So Reynolds can run one. Pass over to Magic Bear.
Oh,
man,
no!
It wide.
Oh, this is just
accuracy betrays LG again.
Are you kidding? I'm just so surprised that's not in. I'm saying no like I'm on the LG team stream, but no, I'm just upset that like you have a free shot like that and it doesn't go. Oh man, it was again so like they have the idea, but they're lacking on the execution. It's still a tied-up game. They definitely can find the mark, but this is not how you want to start it.
And this is troublesome for Rebellion as well because they're giving up a lot of shots. That's what they do. They're going to be forced to make a ton of saves. Granted, maybe Luminosity never finds the mark, but if they do, Rebellion's going to be in a ton of trouble. That one kicks right out towards midfield, and Magic Bear's there for it. Thrown back in as two-piece getting chased by Reynolds. You know, he's hungry for some demos. He hasn't had many in this series. As Parth has one all the way across. Cheese is there. Magic Bear into the play. Reynolds might think about it. He stays back, and that one doesn't get into a scoring position either. Rebellion doing just enough to limit the opportunities now for Luminosity after they gave him a few golden chances early.
Yeah, and that's one thing too. Rebellion haven't been able to really kind of pick things up and get going here transition-wise. We're over halfway through the game. Rebellion don't have a shot recorded. Even though Luminosity can't hit the net to save their lives, they've also been able to stop Rebellion from getting a shot on. So Rebellion are going to have to force the issue because, I mean, to be honest, they've been getting away with this game kind of so far. You got to be able to turn it around. A win here for Rebellion pretty much almost cements them in the series.
A team that has given up a lot of open net goals tends to be, I guess, the perfect counter for a team that can't hit open nets. As Cheese got to quickly get up for this. Justin beat him to the punch, and Parth can't put it on target. It's deflected off an LG defender, and Cheese will end up taking that corner boost. Everything kind of paused for a moment, and now Cheese, around one, easily sent out by Parth. Numbers advantage potentially for Rebellion if they all push forward. They do not this time. So Reynolds will trigger it from his own corner. Cheese is there. Interference. Reynolds scores. And Luminosity has a lead late in Game 4.
They get one. Reynolds able to just get that extra touch to seal it over Parth. you could see Rebellion when they were in front. They tried to just be a little bit more risky. They sent Justin up to see if he could get a couple of bumps. He couldn't connect on anything. He didn't have boost to get back. Parth was left on an island, and Retto sailed it over his head.
Yeah, I just kind of assumed that Parth was interfered with there, but no, he was just way too far forward as he and Rettles cancel each other out. And Magic Bear desperately throwing that across. He eats a demo for his efforts, but he did his job. And now Rettles back out to midfield, try to kill some more time off this final minute. Luminosity trying to hang on for a 1-goal victory here in Game 4 to tie up the series. Both teams still have their timeout in this best of 7. Justin down to Parth. He hit the crossbar.
What?
Bounce away from him, and 2-piece scores. What in the world is happening?
I'm looking at this replay. I just can't believe it. Parth doesn't get the shot, bounces up high, forces Magic Bear to jump. He jumps with no boost, and it's just an open net. 41 seconds to go here, and I don't know who deserves to win this game. Actually, at this point, I would probably say Rebellion after the mistakes we've seen from Luminosity. 30 seconds to go. We could be headed into overtime. All chaos is broken loose, but that's a good pass, and that's a good shot. Riddles to the top left slot, and Luminosity get the lead back.
Amazing what happens when you put it on target. I mean, it's a decent clear to Parth, but it goes right across the middle. So only Magic Bear is the one who can get to it. And instead of slamming it to the backboard like you see a lot of players might try to do, just drop it right down to Rettles. That was perfectly placed. And his shot on target where no defenders could reach it. So down to 20 seconds. Luminosity back in front. Can they hold this lead? Oh, 2-piece out to Parth, and he can't get to it in time. Everybody has to reset for Rebellion for one last push with the final 10 seconds. Neutral, won by 2-piece actually, but Magic Bear there to save the day. One last chance. Cheese is up. So is Justin. But Rettles can let it drop down, and he does. Luminosity tie the series. More to do here. Best of 7 to end somebody's season and keep somebody else alive, at least for most of the rest of the day.
We will see Neo Tokyo. What happens there, we'll have to find out. But first, who's going to set the tone? Rebellion have a lot to really kind of clean up on. Ever since Luminosity got going, they've slowed down tremendously. But now they get a good break, and 2-piece able to score. Rebellion with the first goal.
Just what happens to the defense here? I mean, Magic Bear way out of the play. He ended up going forward. Rettles was way downfield. He couldn't get back in time. So it's 2-piece adding his 5th goal of the series. Big one for Rebellion as they score very early on here. That's what Luminosity has had to avoid, falling behind early, especially by multiple goals. So they got to get one back sooner rather than later, you would think. Otherwise, they might need to come up with something clever off a kickoff. And
this is great.
Luminosity fans would be shielding their eyes on every kickoff. Here's 2-piece. Leave it for Parth, perhaps, but he forced it wide.
Guys, you need to see Rebellion, how they're playing this game. They are not scared to send someone upfield, whether it's Parth, Justin, or whoever, and it's before the play even really develops. Oh my goodness, Justin, right down off the ceiling, the 2-piece, and just another one. It starts with Parth. Justin plays it high. 1, 2, 3, eyes on 2-piece. He puts it in the back of the net. 2 for 2.
The way Justin's been playing in this event, leads the team in scoring coming into this series with his 15 goals in the Swiss. He's added 4. He's also added 3 assists. He is almost like a man possessed, like he has to get back to another land. As 2-piece has that one down. I think the reports of the end of Justin's career, like with all the other original members of NRG, have been greatly exaggerated. Maybe a bit that's a great centering pass right into Cheese, and it's an open net.
Oh, man, this is, I mean, first of all, a good touch here from Rettles to send it through. That extra effort, because he's in a tough spot. He has to turn to be able to get a piece of that. And he gets it just in time, and Cheese, who's been under a lot of pressure off ball, finally getting a chance to breathe upfield. He banks the shot. Good signs here for Luminosity. They're only down by 1, plenty of time in game.
Justin's forced that one to the corner. 2-piece can't get around Magic Bear, who will step up now for either side. Magic Bear from the side, he needs some help, and he's got it in the form of Rettles. He can chase this. Got a ton of boost to work with, but he overshot the ball, and Parth had the easiest stop of his life, and a key touch there from Justin, not letting that ball come out cleanly. Might trigger a counterattack, but Magic Bear's in the way.
Yeah, and now you're seeing a counterattack chance here for Luminosity. Oh, that's a good touch. Parf, though, a little low on boost, so wants to be able to take this, but geez, good pass. Can Reynolds bank the shot? No! Sends it straight to Two Piece. It's a great block from Two Piece. He had to pre-jump that.
And you have to pick a spot and hope you're right. He was perfectly done by Two Piece and Shopify Rebellion. They get out of jail for a moment, but now they're right back under duress. Reynolds can't stay with that play thanks to Two Piece's effort, and he's got that one just ahead of Cheese. It's an open net for Two Piece.
Rebellion get counterattacked, and they say, okay, let's try this the other way around downfield. What an extra effort there from Two Piece to dive for that ball. Again, you see Justin upfield. He's trying to see if he can find someone above. There's no one above because no one's back. Luminosity was so far forward there, and they paid the price.
Kind of uncharacteristic out of Luminosity. I know that sounds weird considering how this series has gone, but Cheese has not. Oh, what a shot. Just missing the mark. The follow-up from Justin. I mean, Cheese hasn't been out of position much in this series. That time he was, and then here on this shot, it's just a rebound that kind of pinballs off of every part of the goal, and Justin adds yet another to his impressive tally on the weekend.
I mean, you got to give credit to Parf. That first shot was a laser, top right corner. Probably upset that he didn't get it, but he stayed in the play, got the follow-up, and then not only that, he's able to get that 50 straight down to Justin. So good work there for Parf. They got to stop things on the defense, though. The kickoff has been pretty good there for Luminosity, but again, not being able to kind of execute there on those final shots. Luminosity with 5 shots this game, and the shot totals have just been increasing as the game ticks down. Magic Bear will score after his 3rd shot, making it a 2-goal deficit.
And credit to Luminosity again. They kind of called the play off the kickoff. It's a set play, one of many that they practice over time. And I know it sounds weird to say that they practice these things after they gave up a goal in 1 second yesterday, but it does happen, and it set them up for some success there. Still down 2 goals, though. Still a lot of time. 2 minutes now for Parth out of the corner. Magic Bear's got that one easily. And Reynolds quickly downfield. Luminosity trying to work a little bit quicker to cut into this lead. You know, they don't want to get down to crunch time where they have to kind of force the issue and leave the net open behind them to chase the game, as nobody was fooled by Justin there, and an opportunity maybe with numbers, but they didn't have any boost, so they couldn't chase the ball. Magic Bear deleted. He won't respawn in time. Parth scores.
Luminosity sending the house and coming up empty again, and this time Two Piece, great control. He stays on the ball. Parf goes with him downfield. Great follow-up. Rebellion on the board again. They keep pulling out Luminosity. That's just the game plan. Okay, we'll send someone up to apply pressure. Maybe Justin or Parf, one of you guys go for a demo, steal some boosts upfield. Then when Luminosity think they have us on a counter, that's when we hit them, because we know that that's where their defense is weakest. They've done it time and time again over the course of this series. It's been working.
Parth made that a lot more interesting than it had to be, and then Justin happens to be in the right spot. Reynolds can't bring that one down for anybody, so Justin forward, good pass to him. And Shopify Rebellion got to be feeling a lot more confident now with a 3-goal lead again, though they could be under fire here. Demo ricochets in.
And Justin, he had to make a decision here, because once Two Piece got beat, he didn't have enough boost to actually jump for the ball. Decided, let me get my boost to come into the net. And yeah, Luminosity special on him. Just straight destroyed. But Luminosity are still down in this game. By 2, a minute to go. You talk about the kickoff strats, that doesn't work for him. Oh, that chance, though, they do get a free ball. Yeah, you're right. The more the bumps are coming in, can Reynolds get around this? He is able to force everyone up, but the ball gets away from the rest of them. She's struggling to keep this one in, and time is going to tick. Luminosity are going to have to play a lot more riskier, especially, and they have to be careful because this could happen because of it. Open nets left and right here.
Well, Reynolds went for a demo on Justin right in front of his net. Justin avoided him, and that almost proved fatal for Luminosity in this game. It just about will. Justin will score here on a ball that just sat on the goal line for an eternity, and it looks like Rebellion will have match point in the quarters.
Yeah, 3-goal lead game with 30 seconds to go. I don't see Rebellion really dropping this one. Now we're gonna have to start to look forward. Rebellion have been able to adjust really well, and so have Luminosity. But this time it is starting to feel like Rebellion may just have their foot on this series. The way this game has went, biggest lead, Rebellion, or biggest, not lead, but amount of goals scored in a single game against Luminosity this series. They're trying to cut the deficit down, but with no time left, we will see Shopify Rebellion trying to keep their major hopes alive. They're one win away from a top four, from at least top four. Luminosity still with a little bit of fight. Cheese scores 1-0.
They'll get 1-0. It's a consolation prize, and almost certainly a timeout will come out of Luminosity with their last life on the season. They get a power up if they can win here, if they can bring it all the way back. But yes, Luminosity will take again.
They spoke of culture on the side of Luminosity. It's time to put it into action. Season on the line, back against the wall, no room for error. Here we go, game 6. Rebellion on match point. Can they end this series here?
Oh, Justin! Challenge fastball! Gets his longtime rival Reddles and beats him.
Oh man, wins the 50, jumps up early. Justin! Beautiful shot. Reynolds put a hand up, but it just wasn't enough. Fastball into the net.
And after that timeout, the worst possible start for Luminosity. Now they've got to answer back, and you have the mental block that entails. Cheese hesitated for a moment. Got that out to the side, but it's Justin. He'll follow it and whiffs on it. Parth to the backboard. Here comes two-piece met by Reynolds. Parth will try again. Pass over to Justin, and he pushed it well wide.
And uncharacteristic, he had a free shot there. Pass probably came in a little too hot. So Luminosity get away with that one. But you got to be careful, because you can see Rebellion, they are playing with that fire. And if you are Luminosity, if you're not careful, you will get cooked.
Just getting outpaced right now by Shopify Rebellion. They're coming out of the timeout too, trying to stop all that momentum. And Rebellion completely unfazed. Good touch by Magic Bear to get around one, but now Justin, one to beat. And Cheese just got a piece of it.
They got to break out, though. Luminosity has been stuck in their own end. Look, even every time they try to move upfield, it's back into their own half. They're playing defense once again. A little bit of a demo to open up space, but you got to get that man Justin off the ball and get a good follow-up. Reynolds is trying, but a bit of a double commit, which could be dangerous. Wait, Magic Bear turns it into a bump, giving Reynolds some space. Plays that one high, but it hits the crossbar. No goal for Luminosity. Still more work to do.
Oh, Cheese couldn't stay with that ball. Reynolds back to Magic Bear, and he got canceled out by Justin as Justin just rode him across midfield and got him away from the ball. Now two-piece to the backboard. Third touch to drop it back to Justin. Does he have any help coming? Parth coming in on the weak side and just nudged Magic Bear for a moment, but Magic Bear recovered nicely, and Luminosity out of jail for just a moment. A brief reprieve as Reynolds swats it out.
They got to control the ball. There it is. Good touch there. It's going to sail all the way downfield off the back wall. Cheese. No, he can't get there. Reynolds got a bump. And Magic Bear wants to find the double to keep this play in. Cheese, 0 boost, last back. So he's not really going to be able to make a successful challenge here. And now he's got to watch as Justin brings this off the sidewall. Can he get the 50? No. Parth to two-piece. Try to send it down. Chance here for a counterattack. And Luminosity get the shot. Blocked out by Justin.
Magic Bear will try to get back to this one. He got to the ceiling, but this ricochets down to two-piece. Reynolds getting chased, and he avoids contact to make the save. Luminosity avoid disaster. Reynolds and Justin collide in the air. It's Cheese gonna take it himself. Can't force that through two defenders.
Yeah, he's trying to see if he can at least get the ball to come towards Magic Bear, who was waiting. He gets a good touch there, but again, this game does not stop. We're seeing punch after counter punch. Justin's trying to get up as a speed test, but Cheese gets there in time. No boost from Magic Bear. He sends the ball away, so Reynolds has to come help. Reynolds now gets the boost there in the corner. Wants to be able to see if he can slow things down so Cheese and Magic Bear can grab boost. Cheese gets nothing on that play, so does Justin, and Magic Bear will push this one upfield. Cheese, what's he gonna do? Tries to find the shot, can't get it. Reynolds, no, he's beat out, and Justin has to try to control this one to see if he can score a big goal. Can't do it, and Magic Bear is able to make the stop before Parth gets there.
I think if he waited an extra beat and got around that a little wider, he could have put that on target. was trying to set up a teammate instead, and it gave LG just enough time. But boy, they had one on the other side. They absolutely should have converted. Parth in front, wide open, just put it wide as well, and Reynolds able to catch up. Now two-piece one-on-one with Cheese, and Cheese wins that exchange.
This is like a boxing match, the way the demos are being traded, the way the counterattacks are being traded, the way the boost steals are even being traded. But Luminosity are down in this fight, and they're gonna need to send a knockout blow. A minute left here, down by one. Reynolds is able to get Magic Bear some room here. Cheese moving upfield, but he doesn't have that much boost. Can the Bear do it? He got the bump, but it wasn't enough. Park goal line save!
Luminosity going deep into the bag of tricks. This could waterfall down. Justin got a piece, and that threw off Magic Bear. Reynolds coming up, loose ball, saved away by Justin.
Defense holding for Rebellion. Is it going to be enough? Magic Bear, he has Reynolds. He got this bump, but Reynolds, no, he can't get a Cheese. Last back. He doesn't have boost, neither does Park, though, so he can't connect. Demo on the play. Chance here for the ball to move downfield. Park cuts it out. He gets it through. Can Cheese get back in time? The answer is no. Park puts the nail down on this game and maybe the series.
23 seconds after that mad scramble. It's Shopify Rebellion by 2. One of those kickoffs for Luminosity. Got to come up with it here. Reynolds angled it towards Magic Bear. Down to 20. Got to get one and give themselves a chance for another, and that's not going to happen. As Parth almost took out Cheese, that would have done it. Justin killing more time, killing off Luminosity. Shopify Rebellion stay alive and have a real legitimate shot at London. As it's calling his name, Justin has a chance.
Shopify Rebellion in 6. Luminosity Gaming put up a tough fight, but it just wasn't enough. They gave everything they got in that game 6, but they started off giving up 1, and Rebellion had that and held it close. And even with their ability to try to turn things around, create open chance, they just couldn't get that last shot. Rebellion was either too close to the ball or Luminosity was a little too slow sometimes.